Welcome to a tour of clear cutting in California by Ebbetts Pass Forest Watch. Our mission is to protect, promote, and restore healthy forests and watersheds in the Sierra Nevada. We're going over to Google Earth, where I've done some extensive research on clear cutting that's taking place in California over the past 2 decades. I've marked 5 areas we're going to take a quick look at. The red areas are areas where there's a high amount of clear cutting, and the 2 orange areas are areas where clear cutting was occurring and then a fire came through and wiped out the forest. So we're going to go in to Ebbetts Pass, the Highway 4 corridor, coming up from the valley. And here we can see Arnold big trees, and all around we see evidence of clear cutting. I'm going to change the heading of this map really quick. So now we're looking east up the Sierra. And we're going to get into some time lapses. We'll do an overview first. This starts in 1986. Finishes in 2022. We're going to zoom in closer on big trees. When it starts over, I'm going to go into half speed because I want you to look in the early 80s. The forest lightens up. Looks like there's selective logging being done. More sustainable logging practices. And about the year 2000, clear cutting starts. We'll take a closer look. Big Tree State Park. And you can kind of tell the perimeter of big trees by what is not clear cut. You can see selective logging, and all of a sudden the clear cuts start. And these are sometimes up to the border of the state park, where there are giant sequoias, redwood trees. There's a north grove and a south grove. We're going to go undo our little menu. Take a look at a certain clear cut, just to give you an example of how big these places are. The area is 20 acres. So each of these clear cuts is approximately 20 acres. You can see they're leaving some seed trees. There's also areas that were clear cut previously, and you can see the even-aged regrowth. So we have clear cuts that were done in the early 2000s that we can see have regenerated somewhat, and clear cuts that were done more recently. We're going to continue on. We're going to go to our first fire review here. Take a look at this large area. Okay, we're going to go into historical view. into time-lapse. We're going to watch the time-lapse. Often in the timber harvest plans, when these logging companies are creating their plan of operation, where they're going to clear cut, they'll state that they need fire breaks, which allows them to clear cut more in the name of fire prevention. And as you can see, clear cuts were taken out by a fire. So in California, we have fires that are driven by high winds, very dry environments, high heat. So the clear cuts and associated fire breaks often don't do what they're supposed to. Okay, let's pause it and go to the next one. So here we are east of Lake Oroville. In 1985, you can see paths through the forest and little patches of logging going on. And then the clear cutting begins. Now that fire went through areas that were almost all clear cut. Okay. Next one. Curtis. Oh, this is the one that is southeast of Shasta. There we go, Shasta in the upper left corner. And this is a particularly thick region of clear cutting. We're going to start it in 1991. You can already see forest paths developed, selective logging occurring. Well, there's no fire associated with this one. This is just taking a look at the amount of clear cutting. Okay, in 2025, 50,000 acres is being clear cut in California. One more place. Humboldt. Redwood State Park. The Redwoods. And clear cutting is starting on the time lapses much earlier than in other areas. I'm also noticing faster regeneration here because of the coastal climate. You can see the tan areas get greener faster than in the Sierra. Okay, so those are 5 areas in California that kind of highlight the amount of clear cutting that's going on. Okay, let's go back to our first cut. Here at Ebbetts Pass, we are based in Calaveras County. And our county is in main view right here. We have the canyon of the Mokelumne River. And then here is the Stanislaus. And our county lies in between those two river channels. That was a little tour of clear cutting in California. Next video, we're going to look at CalTree's database, how you can search for timber harvest plans, and see what kind of clear cutting is being done in your local area. If you want to find more information about clear cutting, one great resource is Sierra Club's Stop Clearcutting California website. Alternative logging methods. Selection logging. Instead of a clear cut, a forest with scattered trees of different ages. Here's some companies that are doing it right.